Alright guys, welcome to another Pokemon Go video. So today we are going to go over the Primal Kyogre counters and the best team to create for the upcoming raid. However, I'm currently using Pokebattler to look at what like CP range Kyogre's going to be, and obviously the weaknesses are grass and electric. We'll get into what Pokemon are best for that soon. However, this beating Primal Kyogre should take 3 trainers. The last time that was put was for the legendary Latios and Latias Mega Raids, and that took 7 to 8 people. So I'd take the free trainer bit with a pinch of salt for now, and I'd test it on the day. Obviously, if you go into the Vegas event, you'll have 20 people in every raid, guaranteed. However, if you're not and you're only doing the global one, then by then you should know from the Vegas videos that come out how many people you need for the raid. I still reckon 6 should be the minimum, because mega raids are kind of, they're not difficult to do, but they're a bit more difficult than normal what 4 stars used to be. And a legendary mega raid, which is 6 star, it's not going to be a 3 trainers. No way. I don't think so anyway. If it is, it's wrong. So Kyogre has 2 weaknesses, which is grass and electric. It is a pure water type, so can't really do much else. So if we're looking at megas, so let's go down here. So you do have Mega Sceptile, you have Mega Manectric, Mega Venusaur. I think that's it for Megas. Oh, and Mega Ampharos, but that's so down on the list. Looking at this, Mega Sceptile with Bullet Seed and Frenzy Plant, and then basically Kartana, looks to be the best like damaging output team you can have. However, I've said multiple times in the last video, you should try and get Swampert just to get more candy and XL candy. So it depends if you're doing the raid easily enough that you can miss out on 1 mega. If you've got enough people, you could just go without the a mega on each team and have a Mega Swampert. If you don't and you know you're only just doing it, then definitely go for a Mega Grass type. Or if you go an electric type, Mega Manectric. But looking at the actual pool of Pokemon, Kartana and Sceptile seem to be the best tag team you can have. Or even Venusaur as a Mega as well, and Kartana. I will be going with a Swampert Mega and then basically a team full of Kartanas, because they are probably the most OP grass type on the game, excluding Megas at the moment. If that ever comes out as a shadow with Giovanni, it'll be high up on the list. So let's go through what other Pokemon you can go for if you didn't have Kartana. I'm going to miss out Zarude, because you can only get 1, and not everyone. Sorry, you can get 2, one with both costumes, but not everyone got that. If you didn't log in at the event time, you didn't get the research to get it. So I'm going to miss out Zarude. I'm going to go for, obviously, you've got a Mega Venusaur if you're going to use Megas, or the newer one, which is Mega Sceptile. And then for your next grass type, I would be going for some Shadow Venusaurs. Roserade is also a good counter as well. Very easy mons to have. They've both had comm days, and Bulbasaur has had a recent classic comm day. So you should have a good Bulbasaur anyway, even if you didn't have a good Shadow one. But also, the starters did come back in Shadow raids as well. So if you did get any Shadow Venusaurs like myself, definitely go for it. And obviously, currently, I think, no, on the first, you can TM Frustration off all your shadows as well, so you can change the moveset of your Venusaur, so always good to know. Electric types. As you can see here, Shadow Raikou, I was not playing for this, so I do not have it. However, Shadow Raikou, if you do have one, and then, would you believe it, the best one next is Zekrom, the most recent raid that has been out. So, to power up your Zekroms, you're going to want a Mega Manectric. Ampharos is down here too, which obviously if you don't have a Manectric, then an Ampharos would be good, because Ampharos has been out more recent than Manectric. But either one will do. It's only to power up your Zekroms or your Xurkitries if you've got any of them. So let me just move to my game, and what I'll do is I will show you what parties I'm going to have, what CP my party is, and we'll go from there. So be right back. Alright guys, and we are back. So we're going to take a look at my electric teams first, and then we'll go into my grass teams, what I would use as a, because I'm not, the Pokemon Battler has good like Pokemon in the list. However, not a lot of people do have all these, especially max level. So let's go through what I have, which is like a generic raid account, just doing free raids. I've done the occasional remote raid pass, that kind of thing. So I did make sure to do a lot of Zekroms. I think I did about 10, 11, just to try and get some good ones. So obviously I do need to look at the moves we got. So we've got Fusion Bolt there, Charge Beam, Fusion Bolt, which I believe is the best move you want, like moveset. So I do have a good couple of them that are really good. I even got this lucky Zekrom here. My wife did actually get 100% from this lucky trade, which I'm really gutted that I didn't get that. But it's fine. As long as she's got it, it's perfectly fine. So if you did watch my videos, and hopefully you did get a few Zekroms for yourselves, great time to power up. Obviously, I've got 61 candy, so I can't even power up that much. I might have to use some rare candies just to bump it up a bit. But, other than, if you don't have any Zekroms, obviously, from recent raids, you should have at least 7 from the free raid passes if you do your free raid days. You could always go for your Xurkitries, which have been out recently in raids. I think last year they've been out. And then also you've got Tapu Koko, which is currently out right now. Still haven't got a shiny, but I wouldn't say it's the best Pokemon to use, but it is an electric type legendary. You've got, if you do have any Shadow Electivires, I don't believe I do, but a Shadow Electivire would also help you out here quite immense. And if you did the Giovanni, one of the very first ones after the Mewtwo's, you should have potentially a Shadow Zapdos. So that is also a good member to use. Mine is good IVs, not great CP. So if I was to use that, I'd have to level it up quite a bit, which I might actually do. But not yet. So let's get into the grass teams now. So let's have a look. So as you can see there, my top 5 Pokemon, I've already leveled up my Kartanas to a high level. So it's most likely that if I was to do a team, I would go with Kartanas, because I don't need to waste Stardust leveling them up, because I've already got 5 decent ones there. I believe they've all got the Razor Leaf, Leaf Blade moveset. Yep. So we're all good on that front as well. But for people that maybe missed out on Kartana because, you know, you can't play it every day. Sometimes you miss raids, etc. You miss weeks out. Like I missed the Regice week just because they're not that great of Pokemon. But I would be going for Roserade, Venusaurs, and especially Shadow Venusaurs if you have any. I do have a purified one here, but not using that. So Roserade did have multiple times to get. So I think not last year, the year before, Roserade came out as a comm day. So you had the normal comm day and then December comm day. So if you were playing back then, you should have a few good IV Roserades. You've got the new Shaman Skyform as well. If you did do the events for that Pokemon Go Fest last year. That's something that isn't mentioned actually. Is Abomasnow as a Mega. But I guess in Sceptile and Venusaur are a lot better. But I would definitely, if you don't have any Cortanas, I would be going for some Venusaurs. Mine aren't a great CP, but I do have the candy to basically evolve that, like getting to a high amount. And these would actually help you out immensely if you were doing raids, even just for taking down gyms. They do so much power over time. Like I've even got a few still waiting around. Sorry about that. Hopefully you did get a few of these Pokemon, or even just normal Venusaurs moving forward for grass types. Apparently Shadow Torterra is a good one as well. However, I don't remember when Shadow Turtwig was actually out within like Team Rocket Grunts. So it's one of them. Apparently Shadow Torterra is better than Shadow Venusaur for this raid. So I might actually have to look at getting one. Even Shadow Tangrowth actually is better than Torterra. I don't think I got any Tanglers, which is unfortunate. No, I didn't. It's a shame because that would have been actually a really nice Pokemon to have for the collection. So, I think that's where we're going to leave it. So give me 2 seconds and I'll be right back. Alright guys, and we're back. So as you can see on the screen, there is a Primal Kyogre. You are going to want, obviously, you do have a chance of getting a shiny from this event and this raid. So hopefully you all get your Shundo, and then even if you trade and get a Shalundo, even better. But for this, my personal opinion on this, I would be using grass. And if you did have Cortanas, definitely go for them. They're the most OP grass type on the game that isn't a Mega. So, thank you all for watching. I mentioned in a previous video that I am going to try and do more Pokemon Go content and other Pokemon content, not just Nuzlocke. So, I will be doing some Pokemon Battle Simulator soon as well. So, keep an eye out for that. Thank you all for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll speak to you all in the next one.